13, or no, 14, sorry, Brazil. We are here for GSR again, and qualifying it's starting to port down. I'm joined by ZIGSTARBURST, Tier 3 driver. Yeah. Well, this is the way it looks right now. Zig started out as a dry session, and then it started raining. It started coming down. DRS disabled. Yeah, now it's the time for inners. That's when you can tell it's time for inners, and I think everyone's just getting in one lap. That's as simple as that.
Yeah, I feel like everyone
one lap or nothing.
Can't retire the car now so they can get to the race early.
No, I'm 7th. Yeah, there you go. You're not going to see good times anymore, but the championship can be won today, Zig.
Yes, it could.
Explain to us how it could be.
Alabama, if he can get more than 10 points this race with Axe behind him, Alabama has the championship won no matter what. Yeah. So all Alabama needs to get is Axe behind him and 10 points.
Yeah, 10 points behind him, yeah.
So 5th or better.
Yeah, with Axe scoring no points at that point. Now, say Bama gets 6th with fastest lap here. What's that gonna do? That's gonna tie the championship at most.
Yes.
Yeah, it's raining much harder. Look at how much people are sliding. Look at this. It's
for another
not good for
people. Yeah.
People are gonna try for all they can to get a good lap in, but the thing is, it's not gonna work out well.
They're not gonna have as much speed without the DRS as well.
That's true. So it looks like Felipe might got pole.
Might
get pole, whatever. B2 Combat actually retired. He was still in championship condition, I believe.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just accident damage at this point. Yeah. Combat's 7 points from Axe. Yeah.
7 points from Axe, so then that means he still has barely any
he has a
potential.
chance.
Yeah, he has somewhat of a chance, but he's gonna have to win the race with fastest lap and have Bama and DNF, which probably won't happen.
But you never know.
You do never know. It could easily change so quickly.
The world is so strange at moments.
Well, that's the thing. You don't know what could happen because so much that changes within so many moments in GSR. You don't know how it could go. Yeah, a lot of people are retiring, as you can tell.
If Spurs,
but if you wanna,
Spurs could get 1 lap out.
Yeah, that's the thing I was gonna say. If he gets in a lap here, or if he gets in just something, he can get ahead of JRT Norris or B2 Combat, who's also retired. But yeah, now you see people retiring from the session. You see GSR selling back in 11th, Striker on laps. They're all on laps, but the thing is, they're not going to improve. Everyone's just retiring from the session now.
The only way
we might get to the race even faster.
With the glitch in the game. So people want this race to get on already.
Yup. I'm going to dirt back. I need to do something quickly. But 88 1,000 between the pole position. Felipe on pole right now.
Which one? My triple Zog. Oh. Spursy goes up to 17th here, passing Norris and Combat. Most likely going to retire the car now. I don't know why people are still trying for a better lap time. It's not going to happen. X.
Yeah, almost everyone is retired now, but RPL Spursy up to P17. Yeah. no one's gonna get any better. So Ayer and Felipe has taken his pole position, and Axe doing what he needs to. He ain't 8 points ahead of Bama. I mean, he's doing what he needs to. There's 3 races left. Axe is 43 points behind. He needs to gain on average about 15, 14 points a race, something like that.
Yeah, to be honest.
So he needs to finish a podium every race then.
Atlantis went out on wets. This is okay.
It's good he's testing the track and stuff like that, because maybe it could rain in the race sig.
Yeah.
They want to test out how the track is and their setup. You just don't know, because it could obviously rain in the race and we don't even know it ourselves.
Yeah, I feel like if there was rain in the race, multiple people would have left for a wet setup.
Yeah.
So I don't think
that's true. GSR is the only driver out on track. Red Bull coming out, that's GSR silent.
There's 6 cars left.
What I find interesting that I'm just seeing right now, every GSR champion from Tier 1 has won 5 races. Bam, if you could rack up 3 more wins, he could get that 5 wins, but we could have the least amount of wins by a champion in GSR season. We could possibly see it, we don't know.
Yeah,
it's just coming down more harder and harder.
I wonder what happened to William Wilson, man. What a good man.
We've not Atlantis. I mean, they are kind of wasting time in the session, but I think,
yeah, there's no point to be
if it actually is raining, yeah, I mean, they're not going to improve.
If they do improve, that's epic.
Yeah, there's no way you can.
Seems like this track isn't.
I think they will be frustrated.
This track is a little bit damper.
Yeah, people are kind of mad that the positions won't change. Just don't retire, or just retire. That they're saying
There's
in
no
the chat.
point
So.
Stop. Yeah.
And he's doing donut silences. Well, there you go.
There's Atlantis.
I hope he gets disqualified, honestly.
Oh, that would be ironic.
Yeah. Ricochet gets to retire. Yeah, there they go, just spinning again. Jesus Christ. Yeah, they're not gonna improve.
And their qualifying session done. Felipe
yeah,
gets
well, no one's gonna
P1.
here, so yeah. Yeah, that's true. This is doing the same thing.
I would love for this race to end, not race qualifying. I don't think they won a race.
Yeah, they're just doing laps as fast as they can. Yeah, just Atlantis spinning again. Sure, actually trying to do a lap. 2 seconds down. Yeah, it's no way he's gonna get better.
To be honest, I think Lance could get pulled this lap. Well, here's the lap time.
Yeah, we'll have to find out. Ricochet too. Oh my god, someone's gonna stop the line, no way. It's gonna not get us. Yeah, that's just how qualifying goes.
Still going. Qualifying is still going.
Yep, but Felipe has pole.
If he has pole with Iron Axe starting next to him. As well
That's
with
what Axe needs to keep the championship hopes alive.
the Tier 3 Dominator, Jack. No, stop. And third. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think Sugar got any faster. Taking the piss. According to how, say it.
And both.
How much time is even left in session?
That's a good question.
Because there's the time glitch, obviously.
And
oh my god, they're gonna stop at the line. Jesus.
silent. Oh.
How boring is this?
Okay,
crazy. Now the checker flag is out. Finally.
Silent doesn't have the checkered. Rams don't have the checkered flag.
Oh, I'm sure people are gonna open up a ticket. I'm sure people are gonna open up a ticket. I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, I already see people typing.
They should get pennies for wasting time. If anyone wants to open a ticket, the tickets. William will also do be typing though. It would be something that would be funny if one of them would get a grid pen.
I wish.
But they...
well, it still will have that remaining time, the 2 minutes 30 anyway, so we'll be getting started pretty soon. I apologize to anyone tuning in who just clicked off. I don't blame you.
We were just watching people go around the track. And now we just need Atlantis to stop. This is an intense gameplay if I have to say so myself. Could this be Atlantis' lap time right here? On the wet? No. Oh. Oh my god.
if I was anyone who knew Atlantis, like, I would kick his ass for this, because this is just funny but stupid.
Maybe he'll decide to come to the line this time. I think he ran out of fuel. No, he's gonna almost spin out again.
This is gonna be 13 minutes of commentary.
No, he's coming to the line, boys. What's he gonna do here?
Now he's probably gonna stop his line.
No, he's not.
No, he's gonna enter the pits. Oh my god.
It would be funny if he stops at the end of the pit road. Start of pit road.
He's gonna get disqualified for blocking the pit lane. If he's just blocking the pit lane, he's gonna get disqualified for blocking the pit lane.
Nope, he's...
Never mind.
And now we gotta wait some more time. It's been some intense gameplay.
I could be eating my dinner right now for whatever the hell this is.
And qualifying is officially done.
Yeah, whoever has a link for the broadcast, send it into the chat.
GSR,
the Discord.
Has the fastest lap, which is pole. Should if I say so myself.
Well, let's go over the qualifying order, okay? So, Felipe is on pole position with Axe, who is outside. Renault, Ferrari, 1-2. Jack and Mini Mac. Then you have Bama, Ripley, Gnome, Rummy Fungus, Ricochet, Squid in the top 10. Then some big names outside the top 10, such as Boker, Atlantis, Notel F1, JRT Norris, and B2 Combat.
The main reason why Boker isn't out of the top 10 here is because he didn't start much laps. He got one and it was raining for that one part when it rained. So sucks.
Let's get out measuring style. Wants the full impact. The Kinshasa knee strike. Here we go.
Nice background stuff, Zig. So it looks like a dry race though, Zig. About the qualifying session though, what do we experience? I don't even know myself. What I just experienced, I don't know.
Bro. A lot of people will agree with that.
Yeah, thank you for whoever sent that in the chat, for that. So yeah, we'll go over our ones to watch, here. We'll have to find out after the race if Atlantis or Silent will be penalized for their actions. It's pretty bad. It was funny while it lasted, but still. Either way, here is my 3 drivers to watch for. I have to go with Axe, possible favorite in the championship contention. What can he do? You never can count Axe out. He's really good at Brazil. We also have Bama in championship contention. What can things do if he is up front? What can he do? How do things change? How does he play this race? Because this is going to be a long race. It's 36 laps like we saw yesterday in Tier 2. But the thing is, not many times to gain as much positions as you can. You need to have a lot of safety cars or gain positions off of penalties. It's a good track for passing, but still, this shit happens right there, as you just saw. Besides that, you have Mr. Boker back at 13th. Mr. Boker won in Spain in his only GSR start that he had. How does Mr. Boker play out? Starting down at 13th, a very horrible start for him. We'll be able to see if he can charge his way through the field. Alright, Zig, now to you. Your 3 favorites from this Grand Prix.
My 3 favorites definitely has to be R and X4. He hasn't raced a lot of races.
Choose different ones. Then I did. I chose Axe, Bama, and Boker. Choose different ones.
Oh, you want... Alright, my 3 to watch is Jack. He showed a lot of speed through a lot of races during the season. The ones that he did race in, at least. Just lagged out of a lot of them, which cost the win. Another person definitely could be Atlantis if he does get lucky, but could get penalized.
Yeah.
And then another one is just Combat, because, you know, Combat's Combat. He sweats.
I mean, also V2, he's somewhat in championship contention, but not as much as the others. So yeah, there's a good point. Either way, there you have a lot of guys starting mediums, these 10 guys starting on softs. So we'll have to find out what happens. 5 red lights upon us here in Brazil. Here we go for the Brazilian crowd. They're on their feet. Here we go. Lights out and away we go. Felipe staying ahead of Axe. Axe had a horrible start down toward 4/10 behind into turn 1 and now to turn 2. All going 4 wide toward the back, side by side. Through turn 2, some contact between the Williams and the Haas, but going wide is the Alfa Romeo, now 3 wide there. V2 Combat not gaining any positions, but now down the run toward turn 4. A big cluster and contact with no F1 and some other drivers punting Atlantis off the racetrack, side by side. And making contact, there goes Boker off, and out goes Squid!
There we go. Boker has wing damage. I believe that's the orange wing. Virtual safety car. But Felipe pulled a big gap on the field.
Oh! Ricochet! Running in the back of Ripley!
No, stop.
2.4 seconds that race leaders already. Oh my god. It's insane. But Mr. Boker involved in a first lap crash. Can he come back to win the race from that? Mr. Boker came back from 19th after a pit stop in Spain compared to everyone else, which was different. How can he take advantage of all this? No F1 make contact with Atlantis in the first lap as well. A 3 wide, 4 wide cluster. virtual cluster, I guess you could say. But Felipe, 1:21.9, leading that lap and taking the race lead and staying in that race lead spot. But Jack and Axe go side by side through turn 2. Axe is ahead, and that's what he needs to be in contention with at Bama for this championship still. But now through turn 3 to turn 4, Jack in the slipstream to the outside of Axe. Side by side, Axe ahead. Gaining on him. He probably will have to pit for softs in the end, but I'm just gonna assume something. Yeah, no telephone up for softs. To find out what goes on. The two Alfa Romeos were really close to each other. Ripley took some wing damage on that first lap. JRT North gets by Surratt for P11 as well. But very close between Bama and the Minimac. The thing with Bama, he's outscored by Axe by 8 points right now. That's fine. But Bama needs to really hope for him to outscore Axe by 10 points today in order for the championship to be clinched. Now Ripley pits and down the inside Rumbly Fungus goes, but Bama goes back to the outside, and Rumbly Fungus is by. Surratt spun it. Down to 6 though, so the gap between Axe and him is 10 points. So Axe needs to gain. I mentioned to you before, Zig. Axe needs to gain because the championship gap is 43 points, I believe. Axe needs to gain 15 points per race, so pretty much a third place finish in every race, with Bama scoring no points gets him the championship, which is very unlikely. But the fact Axe is already ahead and Bama's down to 6th, I mean, he's lagging right now, and a lot of other people are as well. But Bama being the main one. So how does this come out and play out with him? DRS enabled for Bama. Now Rumbly Fungus getting in Mini Mac. Jack fastest lap, but down the inside Rumbly Fungus goes into turn 1. Overdriving the car. Mac is side by side through turn 2. It is Rumbly Fungus ahead in V2 Tech Combat, taking the fastest lap right there. Yellow flags. Boker again. Wow. Someone you would not expect to see crashed already like that. Ripley, no telephone, trade positions. And yeah, stays clean. Rumbly Fungus and Minimac go side by side. Through sector 2, not gonna work. Dives down the inside. Oh, almost spun him. Almost similar to Albon and Lewis Hamilton back in 2019 at Brazil. You never know, Zig, because safety cars could come out. We've seen it before so many times. Yellow flag, and there you go! Right there! Right there! Someone clip it! Oh my god. That is gonna suck. Unless this allows them just take over and pass him. Well, who's the master in calling these safety cars? I mean, yeah, Booker's allowed to pass the safety car actually, so yeah. Yeah, that's true. Booker gets the chance to unlap himself, but the thing is, he's a lap down from the whole field. So he gets to pass the safety car, but he's still a lap down. I'm telling you right now, if Boker comes back to win this race, this is probably the best GSR drive. I know Boker can have the chance to come back, but does he do it? I mean, Boker, you know his pace. Who picks? Felipe does. Is that right? Too early? I don't know. Oh, Minimac! Late decision! Gnome and Silent Pit. JRT Norris double stacks with the Red Bull team. So... yeah. Will Boker then decide to be able to pass the safety car and unlap himself? This exact gap between Axe and Bama, 1st and 5th, is what Axe needs. 15 points per race, exactly, to take the championship lead. Will Mr. Boker be able to unlap himself? I think he is. No, he's not. Wait. Yeah, he is. So, Zig, you remember yesterday in Tier 2. Oh, he's going to have to let him pass then. The thing is then, so... this means... remember yesterday... oh, stopping right there. Boker causing a mess right there. But, you remember yesterday where in Tier 2, Harrison Hamilton was a lap down, almost 2 laps down, and came back to finish 7th. Do you feel like we see anything better than that with Boker being a lap down at one point? I think he can right now, maybe. No. Oh. And then hope for a safety car, yeah. He could with his pace. Yes. Yeah, and the safety car should be coming in this lap, this time on lap 7, so... how about that magic, guys? I called the safety car for the 2nd week in a row. Not even 10 laps in the race. Soggy, I don't think you included your audio. Or no. You did? Check. Yeah, I didn't think his audio was included. Let me check. Doesn't show your audio is included, I don't think.
How about now?
Alright, I'll see.
Zogger, poggers,
Yep,
zogger.
you're good now. Yeah, just make sure it is good next time, but yeah, you're fine. Safety car is this lap. Anyways, 6:10 separates the race lead. Axe is probably gonna back him up. We'll have to find out how much he does back him up.
Boker might jump the start a little bit.
He probably could, to be fair. Like to watch more Axes. Goes now, and is on the gas, and here he goes to the front straight, to the line. 4 tenths, 5 tenths that gap. Now to 3 tenths, and Bama does hit now.
That's a little odd. He's down to 6.
Oh, Jack! Almost spinning the race car around, and he was lucky enough not to hit a wall, really, or get spun around fully.
What tires did Bama start on?
Softs.
Softs. He pitted for softs once again. It's a little odd. Maybe
expecting to go to mediums then, I'm guessing. Goes Mini out of the race!
Minimac was having a good race. And is that a safety car? I don't think so. Yeah.
Silent down the inside of Spursy. Not enough. Here comes Gnome. Back at it.
Fungus is battling Boker.
Contact around goes Silent.
Both got a 5 seconds to name the blue flag. Got some frustration.
He's trying to get his lap back though, so I understand that in a way, but he's ghosted, so there's really no point. And I don't blame Boker for fighting. There's really a good point in fighting.
Yeah, that's one thing I could fix.
Especially when you're ghosted, at least.
Yeah, you're not going to affect the battle that much.
The problem is with you being ghosted in the first place. If you're a lap car, you're ghosted. You're battling the race leaders. It's a distraction to them, yeah.
Yeah, for the
Boker's actually trying to get his lap back here, so He can probably do it off a raw pace, to be fair.
Yeah.
He can probably do it. Don't tell if I'm getting a Ripley as well. Gnome on first E4 P5. And Gnome is ahead. No telling. Ripley making contact, and there goes Ripley into a barrier.
And there's a red wing fully. There's another 5 seconds broken on the blue flag.
VSC.
VSC. That's our second VSC, our first VSC, and our 3 safety cars in total. Combined VSCs and safety cars. Ripley.
Wow. Ripley. No tough when we're side by side, and yeah.
There's one thing I don't understand why Bama did pick. The only reason why I could think of is
he's betting on a late race safety car, then he's betting on a safety car when he goes to mediums. He's going for a 2-stop.
Because if safety car doesn't come out, this will hurt his championship hopes.
Yeah, that's true. And considering Axe is leading this race,
and Jack came in as well.
Benmo, yeah, he showed up to every race, but he's not been consistent every race. He's just been decent most of these races. Early in the season, in the first 8 races, first 6, 7 races, he was finishing the race very good on podium, winning the race, and he was doing that. But once this new competition came in, him has not been as well, and he's not performed at his best. Especially last week in Italy with 3 speeding penalties in a span of 15 laps.
But if Axe does win the championship, that's going to be a really good comeback story.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he missed
about 2-3 races, yeah. And there's been so much bad luck on his side this season where he's been crashed out of races. He's been hit so many times.
Such as Monaco. Where
he was in contention for podium. Canada, he was in contention for a win as well as Austria. He was in contention for a podium. He probably could be more closer to this championship if it weren't for those 4 races.
Yeah.
Well, 3, but yeah.
But Axe is trying to get that championship. And if
V2's not got DRS. V2's got a DRS problem. Sure, they got it stuck open.
It's closed.
Watch. No, watch. Yeah, it's closed. Watch. It's right here. Closed.
Yeah. That would be small enough gap, but
yeah, that's really gonna hurt him.
Oh, maybe not.
This is the track where you need DRS to pass.
Gets another
again, 15 seconds of penalties for Boker for ignoring the yellow flags, and out of the race, Dirac goes with a VSC.
Another VSC.
How much Axe wants to keep Boker on the lead lap, or on a lap down, is probably big because he knows Boker can come back with a safety car since there's 2 available to win this race. He knows Boker can. He came back from 19th in Spain within a span of 15 laps. Yeah, and Boker goes past him.
Axe is gonna win.
We have to let him by though.
I think so. No. I think
Boker
Axe
as well. Hold up, Boker might. Wow.
Axe will get DRS here. DMV.
And my game is froze, and I've lost connection to Xbox Live.
And
again!
I can't invite you.
Invite me.
This game is
Yay!
bad.
Yay! This is not the first time this season has happened. It's happened so many times this season, and I'm loving it.
And it's not stopped.
F1 servers, Codemasters, online servers, fix yourself, Xbox in general.
Yes,
it's so bad. It's so annoying. I lag out every time.
And the worst part about it, I can't invite you back. So.
Yeah, I got an invite already.
All right, that's good.
Yep.
Yeah, Big Axe slowed a little
Zig,
bit
you
down.
update us on the race that we can't see from the stream.
Not much happening. Ferrari's running 1-2. Gnome's getting gapped by Felipe. Boker's still in 15th. Got his lap back. He's pulling away from Axe by far. But, Axe does not have DRS, alright? But yeah, Boker could actually turn this into a good result with another safety car.
This fucking game.
And Norris is retired. That's a safety car that Boker needed.
Oh man. And Boker's back in contention.
Wow, I called that as well. 5 seconds before I said about a safety car and...
Yup, that's true. You called it yesterday as well. When I said, this isn't doable during Tier 2, so yeah. And I failed to join.
That is... sucks. Oh, Boker got one thing that he really wanted. Bama pits again. He pit for hard.
I'll try one more time
Bama
before we
pitted for
start my
hard.
game.
Bama pitting for hards. That's...
I'm quitting out my game and joining back in.
Pit hard at the moment with about 24 to go. And Boker stays out. Who pitted? Axe pitted. Axe pitted. What's Axe gonna come in for? Axe,
Probably mediums or hards.
oh, that's not very good. Both the Ferraris are gonna double stack on the pit road. Yeah, Axe pitted for
Might help him more
mediums.
than hurt him.
Fungus has a little double stack, not as much as you would have thought. Fungus pitched for mediums as well. Alright, Felipe now has the race lead once again. Felipe might have to pit once again.
Online service era? Okay. I've never seen that pop up.
Axe is gonna...
Jesus.
Axe is in fifth with Fungus still in the pits. He just came out. Fungus is gonna be in eighth.
Alright,
Behind
back in.
Silent's gonna come in as well. Let's see what he... yeah, Silent's on mediums. Yeah, Bama's gonna try and make it to the end. He will make it to the end, but... That's a good strategy call. Personally, I don't think
I'm gonna
so.
be back. I need to do something quickly.
Yeah. Boker still on the mediums. Ripley and a Bama on hards. Not... Bama's gonna be off pace a little bit. Hard, but pitch the little bit. Whole thing. So, Felipe or Norm? Norm's, good. Just check on penalties. Felipe has nothing. Norm has 2 warnings. Combat has nothing. Not Yoyo has 3 warnings. Axe has a warning. Jack has 2 warnings. Striker has nothing. Fungus has 2 warnings. Lannis has nothing. Spursley has 3 warnings. Silent has 3 warnings. Bama has 1 warning. Yes, he is. Ripley has 2 warnings.
Ripley and Norris already, so
And Boker has
he can be
15
penalized for all that after the race. I also want to mention, with all of this being said, Atlantis Silent also can be penalized for what happened earlier.
After
from the race, obviously. After, you know, what happened.
Striker gets a 5
Striker's
seconds
got a
to
second,
win
which can be
with
appealed probably, right there. And then Mr. Boker, who has got 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags, which probably can be appealed in the first place because the car is ghosted. And he's trying to unlock himself.
Which he actually did that. And
Yeah, he did that successfully.
Boker
Should be
wants
seeing
to
the safety
cap
car
the
this time.
field. Fully, he might want another safety car. He's gonna catch the field, but not enough to get to the back of him. Ripley
He's
might
gonna try everything he
catch.
can. Hold up, if Felipe stacks it up enough, Boker might be able to catch up to the very
No,
back.
Felipe and Norm, yeah, they might stack
Depends
it.
how much he stacks it up. Depends when you
They're
go.
side by side.
Waiting in the line, there
And
you go.
they're
This is a
going.
little... I think Boker's
Boker has,
slowed down.
yeah.
He's had an issue.
Yep, there goes Boker does not
Jack
have
down
room
the
to
inside of
hit.
Axe locking up on the restart, and now side by side through turn 3 to turn 2, and Axe is staying ahead of Jack. No tough one, battling V2 Combat as well for P3, back and forth.
X does have the faster tire calm down
Down
than
the order,
the
Lance
Polo.
goes! What happened
X is
there?
on
Why did
his
you look down
rear.
the order?
Striker got passed by Fungus. Fungus and Striker are battling for 7th.
Striker ahead.
And
And
Fungus
down
is
the
going to get
inside,
him
Fungus
inside.
goes!
And they're close.
Right up ahead of that,
might have been
Jack and
close.
Axe.
Yeah, they've been side by side for a while now. They're still side by side, and Fungus cleared them, and yeah, there's Fungus.
Right now, this is Axe is 10 points in the championship right now. There's 2 combat running in the spot up there. Still somewhat in championship contention, but in order to stay in it today, he needs to not get outscored by Bama. At all. He can't be outscored. If he is, so.
Toyota got a 3-second. Yeah. Ripley. Yeah, Boker. Boker will have a
Spurtsy
third.
and Striker. Spurtsy by Striker. Silent tries to challenge. Nope, not enough. Striker runs a bit wide. Silent is there to challenge down the inside.
No. Bam was also.
Bama's right there as well.
He's getting.
Silent's close enough for an overtake. You might try it. No.
Oh,
Atlantis! Might have ran into Bama
yeah.
as well.
Might have.
And that
Bama
might be
does
some
not have
championship
wind damage.
implications.
No. Bama does not have wind damage. That's good for him. Atlantis has his
Might
nameplate
have lime
off.
green from that because you can't really tell with line. That's
But
might
that
be the
won't
most
affect
he
the
has.
car as much.
It still does,
back
but just
side.
not as much.
Yeah, not as much as
Now
yellow
Atlantis
one would.
gaining on Silent, Bama gaining on them as well.
No,
Not
Silent.
enough.
Atlantis is going to dive it into 10th. And there goes Atlantis. Silent fell all the way back behind them 3 down to 13.
He's still catching up to this pack as well.
With another safety car that really could help him
Still,
out.
he's gonna be expecting to go to soft at the end. We have a safety car left to use in this race. There's 5 safety cars you're available to use. Look at this pack of cars all behind Atlantis for P10. Down the inside, Silent goes to Ripley. There might have been some wing broken there. Nope. Keeping it side by side again. Ripley
Silent
behind.
cleared him. Ripley does
Yep.
run in the grass a little bit, just a little touch, not as much.
Axe getting a no telephone straight for DRS's time as well. No telephone is also close to DRS.
Yeah. Lance is gaining on Bama, opening the gap a little bit.
Tough one. Has DRS and Axe does as well, which is gonna hurt Axe's chance of overtaking here.
No
Two
matter
Urine guys have the top 3 spots to speak of getting a penalty right there. Yeah, look how much Boker's caught up. He was originally 4.1 back in the sector 2. Now he's 2.7 back right here.
Yeah, that's one thing though. Boker, I think Boker might be the only one that still has the pit.
No. Everyone else is pitted. He just pitted very early in the race. Remember, he got
Boker
damaged.
needs to still pit though. Because of the
Yeah,
tire
because
compound
those
rule.
mediums won't make it. No way.
No, it's not in that. It's because of the tire compound rule. He only pitted for mediums the whole race.
Sort of mediums? I'd have to check.
Yeah,
You're right.
mediums.
So then he's going soft at the end of the race then, waiting on a safety car at this point. That's what he's going to have to do. V2 combat close to Ear Unknown.
Oh.
Very close between
Bama
them.
does
Axe
get a
close to the
little
top.
sideways.
Oh, he lost time. What happened to Axe? Axe got passed by Jack. What's happened to Axe? He just lost time.
No, we didn't.
And now Axe gets the DRS on Jack.
Yeah, there's
Axe
Axe on the
goes through.
outside.
Only
Fungus.
Fungus making it 3 wide.
Yeah, Fungus. Yeah. Fungus will have DRS on Jack as well.
Jack will have DRS on Axe. So close between them to the rear gearbox. Jack is going to go by. Axe is side by side still. Turn 4, side by side again.
This could be a little bit risky for Axe. Yeah.
The person who's won this race the past 2 seasons in I believe GSR has gone on to win the championship. If I'm correct.
So that means Axe won it in season 1, and then Losso won it in
Yes,
season
Axe
2.
won it in season 1, gone on to win the championship. And in season 2, William won this race, I'm pretty sure. No, William didn't, I'm sorry. So my stat is wrong. What's the point of status if you just get it wrong? But no, Axe is going on to win the championship back in season 1 with this race win. Not this track that he won it, but he still, with this race win, took it. And no ERS whatsoever for V2 Combat, gaining a gnome. But down the inside he goes. Locking up, gonna spin!
Oh, yeah, he does.
Oh!
Yeah, he had to lose a lot of time to avoid spinning out. Spurs got this 3 second. I actually think Combat, not a bad race. I'm starting 19th. And Notorio started 16th. Both got a 3 second now. That most likely won't be appealed, but it could be. Boker is catching on 13th and the patch.
Almost with the ERS now side by side between Ripley and Bama.
Ripley. Both drivers are hard.
Now Boker's caught up to this. So technically he's still in the battle for P9 at this point. Where he's in.
Yeah, if Boker finishes
Boker
where,
has
not
vacation,
Boker, Bama finishes where he's at, this is going to help Axe in the championship as well. If Axe could get a podium or better.
Yeah, but Bama's back in 13th. Just think about that though.
Yeah. And could
No
possibly
pits.
get passed by Boker, and Axe will be up to 5th.
Side by side, the two Mercedes into turn 1, locking up. Jack and V2 stay side by side, and Axe is there to challenge.
That will help Axe. Oh, almost contact.
Coming to 3 wide almost. Oh, brake check almost. Jack is.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle
at a
between
brake
Mercedes and Ferraris here.
Oh. Jack just kept whether there was lag or just a brake check, he just kept stopping on the straightaway. And Rumley Funk is trying to take advantage.
Yeah, it's going to be a battle between Mercedes and Ferraris.
It might have, it might have been lag though, because I'm just thinking, I wouldn't think Jack would do that, but V2 almost spun it out right there. Jack is there.
Yeah.
Axe won last week. Axe has had 2 wins this season. Axe, I think, is the second all-time in all-time wins for Tier 1 of GSR. Axe runs in the grass as well. Boker still gone into softs, but that's what Boker pitted for. He's gonna go to the end. This is the right time. V2 pits. So they're going to softs then. They can go softs the rest of the race. They can make it. Bama gaining on Ripley, who doesn't have any DRS into turn 1. Stays in the same position for now. Bama gaining on Ripley as well for P10. Ripley, right there.
And there goes Bama. Bama got 1 point now. Ripley goes very wide off the track. Ripley's going to be in the car. Yeah, there goes Ripley.
Yep, out of the race.
Well, he called the safety car, I don't think so. Yeah.
We'll have to find out. I don't think so. Anything most of the VSC. We still have a safety car or a VSC yet to use in this race, so we could find that happening at any time soon, or in the next 10 laps probably, because that's when it's available. When does the guys pit again?
Both is good pit.
He has an advantage. Well, not only that, Boker can make it the rest of the race considering he's changed tire compounds. That's the thing, he needed to change tire compounds and he can make it the rest of the race. Axe and Jack side by side. Jack picking up a penalty. Here comes Axe though, again on Jack. No, fastest lap.
Axe goes to the outside and there's him and Jack spins it.
Oh, there goes Jack!
V2
gets a penalty. Striker and Silent are also close as well. Now they're close with the Landis. Boker fastest lap.
Yeah, I think Jack lagged. Yeah, Jack is lagging a little bit because Landis was behind him. Now Jack's behind him. Okay. Well, now Axe doesn't have pressure from Jack anymore, correct?
Silent down the inside of Striker.
This could help Bama.
With damage. This could.
Yeah.
Is that the one point that can win Bama the championship? There's 13 drivers left running in this race. As we have 11 laps to go in Brazil. 12 now. Here comes Jack on Atlantis. Side by side.
Will they go side by side? 3-1.
Oh, contact!
Contact. Atlantis backed up, I believe. So here we go.
Yeah, Atlantis kind of pitch him toward the grass over there. That was a bit aggressive, but I think that was pretty fair.
I believe Bama.
Oh, Atlantis switches back down the inside. Oh, Atlantis sideways. And Silent and Striker go for a trick as well. Boker taking the fastest lap.
Axe has a free second.
That is crucial. Oh!
That.
Silent and Striker. And Bama goes through. Wow. Striker and Silent just made some contact, and Bama goes through to take P9. What Axe didn't need, what Bama did need. How the tables have turned. Axe can probably go the rest of the race in those mediums, but I'm just thinking, with the way this goes, does this mean that Felipe and No Tile will go the rest of the race as well? I'm sure No Tile might, but they pitted at the first safety car. If you're still there, how will this go with them? Because this can change a lot. Hold up for a minute. Bama gets by Silent. Boker fastest lap for the third time in a row. Bama, Silent side by side through turn 4. Oh. People got to realize Bama's in a championship battle. They keep fighting him very, very aggressively. He's trying to keep that championship lead. Any wreck, any penalty that they get from him, he gets a time penalty. And there you go, right there. I think Silent's raged. And that almost spun Bama out. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Boker does go through. V2 Combat's on Striker right now. Around the outside, is this what it's going to be? V2 goes through. Oh, man, that was a great pass by V2. But he's going to have to give the position up, though, of course. Because of the illegal overtake that there was. Bama gets passed by Gnome for P8. Remember, Axe has the 3-second penalty that he got. So, how do things shape up with him? Considering what we've seen already from this race. And Axe has probably got the best tires. Silent speeding in the pit lane. He might be retiring the car, don't know. We'll have to find out. RPL Spursty gets a 3-second time penalty. I think the only battle with DRS range is Bama and them. Zig is still here, but I think he's got his mic muted because of the noise in the background, which I don't blame him. But Axe and Mumbly Fungus, the two Ferrari teammates, still close to one another. DRS enabled, he's keeping him with in DRS, that's what he needs to do. If Mumbly Fungus can have a shot at this, I mean, Mumbly Fungus probably, and him and Axe have the best shot at probably winning this race, to be fair. If things go off of tire length. Because Felipe's medium, 22 laps in the medium. There's no way Felipe is going to do 30 laps in those mediums. I don't see it. I don't see it. If it somehow happens, I don't know. I'm thinking No Telephone could probably go almost 30 laps in those mediums. Out of the race is Silent. And will that cause a safety car? It's in front of the track. Does it? No, not yet. It does not cause a safety car then. Why does it keep showing yellow flags though? Okay, now it's stopped. Okay. Well, Jack is close to Spursy. Very close now for P5. Rumbly Fungus and Axe. Max, I think, didn't give much of a fight there to his teammate. Didn't want to take both of them out. Jackets Bursty! Oh, that was tight. You're a Gnome, close to Atlantis. Bama's 2 seconds behind that battle. I think Bama, when he pitted, he started on soft, so going to hards. It's not the right strategy, but Boker does go for the fastest lap again for the 4th time this race. And now Gnome getting on Atlantis to the outside. Oh, it is tight. It's tight. Oh, race check. Gnome goes. Oh, that was close to a collision. And it was a half spin though, so, I mean, I think they were lucky enough not to collide the way they did. So, Rumby Fungus is by Axe now. Now what can he do? Can he challenge up to the front? It's there, and down the inside, contact with Gnome. And Gnome is going to go around almost. V2 Combat is getting done in this battle. And Bama is close to Gnome and Atlantis in width and DRS range. V2 is close to Bama. So Bama is attacking one person and is trying to defend. Side by side on the front straight. Down to turn 1. V2 Combat is ahead. The difference between mediums and hards, you can really tell the difference right at this point in the race. We still could see a late race safety car. We saw yesterday, 6 laps to go, 5 laps to go. There was a late race safety car. 2 to go restart happened in the Tier 2 race. So, how do things play out if there's a late race safety car in this race? Atlantis and Gnome side by side one more time. Atlantis has some damage. Gnome is behind again. And V2 Combat trying to get on these guys as well. Gnome taking a penalty and running in the back of Atlantis there. 4P7. Atlantis stays ahead. And is ahead. Gnome! Oh, I thought he was going to dive in. V2 Combat is there as well. Bama is kind of close, but not as close as he was. Late race safety car? I mean, you don't know what could happen. You really don't know. Atlantis and Gnome defending for each other's lives. They're battling it out and side by side into turn 1. Atlantis is trying to stay ahead, but V2 Combat is there to challenge. V2 hits the back of Atlantis. Atlantis will have DRS on Gnome. Lower than 10% of DRS along with V2. Sweeping and weaving. Oh, he was going to move to the inside, but what a dangerous block. And what weaving was that? That was very dangerous. That could have easily been an airplane crash, and I think someone could have easily gone into the wall pretty hard. We saw a late race in season 2. Oh, Bama almost turns V2. We saw a late race in season 2. Mochi Fireflake, it was Miss Ditto, who almost flipped their car. Gone spinning and ended up almost flipping. A big, massive crash with air from an Australian driver to a French driver. That was with those two making contact. Now we have 5 laps to go. I want to see it. 5 laps to go. Just making sure. I probably won't be able to stick around for post-race interviews, at least for long, at least. Probably won't be able to. V2 close to Atlantis. Again, P8. Atlantis is still trying to defend for a lot of good points here that he has. V2 Combat gaining, and now DRS. Oh, Atlantis cut him off, and now a little bit of a weave and a little bit of sideways in the straight. But Mr. Boker, if he wants to have a chance to get points, you know, he might need a safety car. He might need some penalties to decide this. He might need to take away his 15 seconds of blue flags that he has, that he served. V2 by Atlantis this time. So, Boker gaining on Bama. Yeah, this could mean then at this point in this race, Boker down the inside. Boker goes through, and Ripley has left the session. This time we do come to 4 laps to go. Yeah, so Boker, if he gets a safety car, he probably could be in contention if he removes the 15 seconds. Within a lot of guys here who have penalties and whatnot. So, act close to Rumby Fungus. Rumby Fungus trying to gain on No Tile F1. Boker getting on Atlantis for P9. Will he try into turn 1? Yes, he will, down the inside. Forcing him the long way around, making contact. And Boker's through. And Boker's ahead of Atlantis. An aggressive move, but Boker's got through from that. And V2 Combat getting an ear unknown. V2 Combat goes around him. Oh, V2 sideways, and around he goes! Into the barrier! He's got turned. And Bama is back to a points position now. Did he get turned by Gnome there? And now this allows Boker to go to P7. And Gnome has started to let off. Is he trying to let V2 by after that? He's gave Bama a championship point from this. Now we reach 3 laps to go. I think he's just let V2 by. A little bit of respect right there. We saw last season Houndoom and Team LM. Those two battled very hard and hungry, and because of it, those two made contact. Houndoom then let him by, then let Team LM by, and that allowed Team LM to win the race. Bama trying to get in Atlantis for P8, not enough. Oh, I think you're back sitting, if I'm correct.
Yes, Bama will have DRS, if I'm correct.
Yellow flags.
V2 pitted.
You're a Gnome, leaves the session.
Gnome. What happened to Boker? Oh,
so
Boker
passed people. Yeah, Boker passed people. Gnome and V2 collided, and yeah, Atlantis has been defending for his life. Yeah, that's how bad it's been. Not how bad it's been, but how the defending has been.
I wonder if Axe and Fungus are in a party together.
Yeah, Axe kind of didn't really give a fight to Fungus as well, but we come to 2 laps to go this time. You're in Felipe leading the race. Does he have any penalties?
I'm gonna say something. If Axe has 3 seconds, Fungus has 5 seconds, which probably will get removed. It was during the safety car, but it was contact. But it'll probably get removed. So on track.
The telephone has a penalty then too as well.
Axe might get second on track. Well, not on track.
At least,
okay.
Yeah, it depends. Bama could challenge Atlantis' time into turn 1. V2 Combat though, I think is almost out of championship contention.
Yeah, I think he is.
I'm gonna check the points gap between them.
I don't know what he's doing now. Maybe he's trying to go fastest lap.
Atlantis and Bama though, trading positions. Bama, an extra championship point, 2 of them. We're coming to the final lap this time.
Well, Atlantis trying.
So, this then means, with all this, V2 Combat is 50 points behind. With that point there for Bama, with that position as we reach the final lap, V2 Combat is out of championship contention. Heading into USA next week, it's going to be down at this point between Axe and Bama.
I believe that.
I think so.
4 points, right? 4 points for
the gap
Bama?
between...
No, for this Bama.
Yeah, right now it's 4 for this race, yes. Axe is 12. So, meaning the gap will be 30... 35-ish? Like, something like that? No telephone, they're trying to gain on him.
Yeah, 35.
Fungus and Axe charge.
35, Axe is catching Matoil and Fungus. I'm checking Matoil's on 10.
Will he try a dive? No, he won't.
Last
lap, last few turns. Atlantis back by Bama. Side by side. Oh man, they don't want to go side by side through there. It's his home race. He's from Brazil. That's where he was born. And Felipe is going to take the win in his home race. Wow. Felipe makes the Brazilian crowd very happy with this race win being his second. Felipe does it. End of the line. Rumbling Fungus might get that penalty removed, but the thing is, for now, No Telephone and Axe are on the podium. Bama trying to get in Atlantis. Not enough.
Very good race.
With this then means I think V2 Combat might still be in championship contention just slightly.
I wonder if
he can tie the championship.
Yeah, he will.
He is.
But I think Boker
so then
too.
Now with this, but yeah, Boker might appeal. But the thing is, if Boker doesn't appeal this, and it goes the other way, Bama gets V2 Combat out of championship contention. If Bama goes 9th though, that means he's V2 Combat is in championship contention still, dude. Barely. He needs to win the next races then. With fastest lap.
Good race from them. Good race from both. Came back from being a lap down and got 7th.
No safety car to help him. We had 2 chances for safety cars probably. It didn't happen, so yeah, that sucks for him.
And Felipe
sucked because he had a good chance
Felipe
coming back.
does win his own race with the Sweden flag.
Yes, he's living in Sweden now, but he's from Brazil.
Very big stonks.
I'm gonna get a post-race interview on Felipe. I can't go do much. I can't do much for long.
You should do Boca no cap, bro. That man.
No Telephone's gonna get or not no Telephone. Felipe's gonna get an interview. No Telephone was the second place finisher. But penalties could change that, obviously.
Calm down!
Felipe!
I don't know where you think you are.
Connecting.
Bob!
Race victory.
Hell yeah! Oh my god.
Home race for you. Race victory.
Yeah.
How about that?
Oh my god. I'm so happy. Brazil. To win at Brazil. Oh my god. 31 lap old tires. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I was gonna say. 31 lap old mediums. How did you do that? And what was the tire life like at the end?
91% on the rear and 86 on the fronts. It was, yeah, a lot. I was so scared to get a puncture, but I just kept it.
Yeah, so what was the tire life like again? What was the tire wear?
91% on the rear and 86% on the front tires.
Holy cow. How the hell did you do that?
Yeah, I wonder that also. Notiel didn't even he didn't even catch that much. I think he only catch like max a half a second on the hard tires. So yeah. Oh my god.
Well, we spoke last week about Italy. We spoke earlier this week about Ariel. I mean, you kind of got all you could out of this race. And last week it was a podium. Last week you won the race on track, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Lost
by
the
3
race
tenths.
because of penalties. Yep, 3/10 because of penalties. And this week I'm talking to you about winning the race. So, how about that?
Yeah, I'm just really happy because I actually practiced for this one because this is a really important race for me to win. So yeah, I really practiced like a lot for this track. So yeah, maybe that's
Did
the
you do 2,000 laps?
reason. Almost.
Almost, okay.
Hamilton.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Just, I had to. But, anyways, USA and Canada? No, I'm dumb. Bahrain to finish out the season.
Ooh,
How do you look into
that's
those
hard.
races? Yeah, USA and Bahrain. Just making sure I have it right. How do you look into those races for finishing off the season as well?
USA, I'm okay, and Bahrain is a pad track, so yeah, we'll see. I think Boker, if he gets a good quality, he will probably win if he participates in that one, because he is god. But actually, yeah, I don't know. That was yeah. How the fuck did I win? 31 laps old tires. Holy smokes.
Yeah, congratulations on the win. Now I go to No Telephone, who I see has joined us for post-race interviews. I can only do you, No Telephone. I can only finish off with you because I don't have much time. But second place today, Romney Fungus had a 5-second under safety car, so he might appeal it, which could put you P3. But still, great race from you, podium this time, for the first time in GSR. Make sure your audio is included. How do you feel about that?
Pretty pissed off, to be honest. I didn't really care if I got a podium or not. Like the driving standards from like the past races I've done is like unbelievable, but like getting PT from like having like a shit quality, you know, I invalidated with like on the. It's very good, but no pace at all. Yeah.
Either way, a P2 is still a P2, I'd say. I mean, you still said you had no pace at all, but again, you collided with JRT Norris, you collided with Ripley, I believe, as well. You collided with two people. Whose fault was that one? And how do you look at that situation? If you get penalized?
The incident with Norris, he kept pushing me onto the grass, and the drivers like really kept moving. To be honest, like moving under braking and really pushing you off. So I had enough of it. So I just dive bombed the best I could and tried not like. Obviously, you can squeeze people off, but like not as much as like push them off. But like the incident with Ripley, I like fully take. I forced him. I didn't force him. Like I pushed him, but I didn't. You know, like a squeeze. So like, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if he hit my tire or thing, but Stuart's will have a look at it and make the best decisions.
Yeah, we'll have to find out on that one. But Bahrain and USA come up, or no, USA Bahrain come up for the next two races and the final two races of F1 2019 and of Season 3. You had good chances at wins this season, such as Monaco. Italy being one of them as well. You had good chances at race wins. You get a podium today. Do you look at yourself a race win contender for the next two races?
No. If I'm being honest, no. I'm fast, but like I don't think I can.
Then where do you see yourself getting to?
DNF. If I'm being honest, if these race standards carry on from what they were tonight, probably a day DNF.
Well, Zig, do you have any questions for Notel F1? As he did finish P2 today.
Well, I'm gonna say that was a good drive. You started what, 16th, around there?
Yeah, 16th.
Yeah, second place, 14 positions gained. Not that bad. But other than that, no.
Yeah, congratulations on the P2 finish. But Zig, 2 races left for Tier 1 this season, and we still have 1 race left for Tier 2 and Tier 3. That Tier 2 championship is still wide open between Pluto and Hamilton. How do you look at that, Zig?
Looking at that, if Hamilton does 2,000 laps of practice again, I feel like Hamilton wasted his time because it's gonna go into the race where at that point he's gonna forget how to drive the track more and then choke it away, and Pluto's gonna win.
Yeah, Pluto took over the championship lead by 9 points. Hamilton had it previously by 9 points. A lot changed in Brazil, especially with Hamilton being a lap down and coming back to P7. A lot changed in that Brazil race.
I will say that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was.
But
that was mainly off of penalties.
Yeah. You would have got
Either way.
9, not off the penalties.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. Yeah, Tier 3 champion Nossman has been decided today. That's been decided. Tier 1, it's still between Bama, Axe, and possibly V2 if penalties come into play. We've seen penalties come into play so many times, but V2 Combat still has some chance, but he needs to expect the best. He can't
I'm gonna say one thing. Lance just sent me a message and he said Atlantis is very sorry about quality.
Either way, though, we still have the championship battle between Tier 1 and Tier 2. Make sure you tune in. Only Tier 1 is next week for USA. We'll have to find out what goes on there. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys then.
Bye-bye. Zog out.